Hey guys, it's Dxing Mode WX here along with
Clay Ranger 143
and a tired Thunder Buddy 01 here.
Yes, and we are going to be reviewing a radio that I have been wanting to review for a good while here.
And there you go.
Right here. This is the Kaito KA1121. Right
now let me tell you, the KA1121 has something that is quite unique compared to all the other Dxing radios.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you all know, gotta do the intro stuff like he just did. So, David, I will let you take the reins as I play the intro music. So, gee, what will this video be about now?
So, we will be reviewing here a radio that I recently acquired and is probably the only one I've seen. It's really rare, really great on Dxing, and it's even got basically all the bands that you could want. This is, right here, the KA1121
by Kaito. Alright, the Kaito KA1121. Now, this radio is a very primitive looking brick, and it shows because this radio came out in the mid-2000s, actually the early 2000s. I believe this particular one was made in 2002.
Yep.
Or 2001. I don't know exactly, but all I know is it's old, and yes, believe it or not, Kaito existed back then. So, let's get to it. So, the Kaito KA1121 is kind of the spiritual predecessor to the KA110 and possibly the 900. I don't want to include that, but it's more so the 110 rather than anything. So yeah, right out of the box you can see that it has a lot of buttons and it has two screens. One is separate and the other is like built into the radio. But anyways, let's take a quick glance at it. So at the front of the radio you have Kaito KA1121 in that nice bold outline of text. That's very 2000s-esque stuff. You have your speaker mounted in here. On the bottom you have a bunch of text. It says FM stereo / NOAA weather / SSB / AM SWLW dual conversion synthesized world receiver MP3 player digital recorder. On the bottom right you have SSB / weather / 400 memory. Or memo. On the top right, you have two power-on buttons, one for the MP3 player and one for the radio. Now, I will just get this out of the way. Unfortunately, the MP3 player doesn't work, but we do have some footage, thanks to David when he got this radio earlier in the year, of it working perfectly fine before it just decided to commit kerplunk and die.
Yep.
Right next to those two power buttons is the built-in screen, which has the time wrong. It's 22:56, but it's actually 21:26 hours. On.
Can we figure out how to set the time before we move on?
Yeah, no. It'll just waste time.
You're not even worried about this. You're over there, mate.
I mean, he isn't wrong.
And besides, I kind of forbore how to set it.
I could probably look it up in the manual.
Even then, half the time, except during the Reticus review and the other reviews where we were outdoors, you've been laying down on the bed.
How is that a bad... And that is a bad thing, how?
I never said it was a bad thing, I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out. But anyways, okay. So you have this. That is the built-in screen, as tiny as it is. Right here, underneath the screen, you have a keypad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. The mute button and the enter button. And the 8 and 9 buttons actually are for the weather band P98.P99. That's what it says.
98.99.
Underneath you have your MP3 recorder, which actually comes free from the radio, but unfortunately, like we said, it does not work anymore.
Yeah, the battery might be the biggest. I think the battery is what the issue is. So
yeah,
trying to find a battery for it. But the problem is that if we actually do open up the back of it here, which I'll do that. Unless you got it. It takes a specific kind of battery that you just.
It's about as dead as that. But no, all joking aside, this battery is not even produced anymore.
Not only that, but it's about as rare as the radio itself.
Yeah.
Oh, I should mention that my little Switzerland bag is literally tied around your.
Yes, I know, good sir. I know that, Sherlock. How did it get there? Gee, lots of stuff in the way, eh?
You also kind of rolled over my charger.
Yeah, gee. The same guy who said he was just gonna bring a small amount of radios who brought 40 instead.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, no, you got fucking carried away. That's what you did.
I got sidetracked, you dipshit.
That's what you did. You got carried away.
Also, you might want to pick up that thing that's on the floor.
What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Anyways.
There you go.
So yeah, that's the MP3 recorder, but unfortunately, yeah, doesn't work. It slides into the bottom of the radio, or the top of the radio, I should say, but on the bottom of the MP3 player, it has this special connector.
Yep.
Which you cannot use with anything else. So, right here on the bottom of the MP3 player area, you have 6 buttons. You have your rewind button, your fast forward button, a book button.
That's for the menu.
You have for the MP3 player. You have your play pause button. You have your stop button, and you have your speaker equalizer button. And also below that, you have FM, medium wave, and long wave, and short wave.
Yep. So what these are for is that whenever you're actually using this without, like, you're on this. You don't have this in. So there's multiple ways this thing works with and without this MP3 player attached in. But basically, these down here, you can use these buttons here to go onto the bands themselves. I mean, I've got presets in here from like 01 all the way to 99, and this thing has up to 400, but I only don't need a 99. But basically, you can press this button here, and it'll go to medium wave or AM. You can press this one and go to FM, or press this one and go to shortwave.
And also on the bottom right, underneath the keypad, you can see 5 buttons. A, B, repeat, a floppy disk icon on one of the buttons, that's to save it. The trash icon for deleting the recordings, volume up, volume down, and the browse button, which is just a dot.
Which is also used as a record button too.
And a repeat button.
Yep.
On the side here, you have this button. I have no idea what this one does.
I'm not sure either, to be honest.
You have your tuning knob with a lot of detail on it. You can see it has a bunch of tiny little circles. You have your line input. You have your wide stereo mono button for SSB, just like the 909X that we reviewed.
Yep.
You have your RF gain, I think. You have your RF gain.
That's your fine tuning for the single sidebands.
Yep. And a headphone jack. On the back of the radio, you have a kickstand, which still works. Designed in the USA, assembled in China. And on the kickstand, you can see the model number. You can see it says, just like on the front of the radio, FM stereo / NOAA weather / single sideband / AM dot shortwave dot longwave dual conversion synthesized world receiver dot MP3 player dot digital recorder. And it shows you your megahertz band. FM, what's interesting about this is that it shows 70.0 to 108.0 megahertz. And on FM, or AM, excuse me, that's AM, 140 to 1710 kilohertz. And I'm assuming this is shortwave.
That's shortwave, yep.
3,000 to 29,999 kilohertz.
Yep.
And you can see the battery types it takes. DC 6 volt, www.kaitousa.com or kaitousa.com. Designed in the USA, assembled in China. On the back, you also have QC Pass. This button here to release the MP3 player, although you don't need it, you can just press it and it comes up just a little bit, and then you can release it. About like so.
Rudy just traumatized me in DMs.
How? What the I'm not. Tell her I said fuck you. You just ruined an episode.
Yep.
Anyway.
How did she ruin an episode? She's not.
She just did with that.
Basically.
Anyways.
She's not.
Doesn't matter.
She's somehow good. I hate to say it.
Anyways, it says caution: do not attempt to charge non-rechargeable batteries. Well, good news. Oh,
What?
they're alkaline.
What's wrong with it being alkaline?
I thought there were rechargeables in here.
No, I don't need rechargeables. This thing actually is really good on battery life. Knocking it out everywhere, right?
Yes. On this side, you have your external antenna port, which is 3.5 millimeter. Oh my fucking god, they were even doing it back then. You have your DX mode, normal mode, and I think low power mode?
Local mode.
Local mode, okay. So local mode, normal mode, and DX mode, that's a switch. And you have your AC adapter input, 6 volts. So on the bottom of the radio, you got nothing. On the top, you got nothing except, well, the MP3 player with mini USB and a headphone jack.
Yep.
And you also have your antenna, which, by the way, is pretty tall, but not as tall as the 909X. Actually, if you could bring that for comparison, because this thing has a pretty long antenna. Pretty tall antenna, look at that.
By the way, I figured out how you can set the time on that.
We'll set it later.
After this segment is filmed.
Yeah, we'll set it later, OCD head ass.
Okay, can you please? Okay, please stop self-diagnosing me.
Dude, it's not even self-diagnosing at this point.
It really isn't.
Did you really?
Where did you
I hit it, and it powered on.
dumbass?
Oh, you poor WX100. Piece of shit.
Keep that up, I will slap you myself, sir.
You're tangled. You're tangled here.
Oh my fucking lord, dude.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, maybe try putting it not too close to my chair then, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very fucking much. Thank you very fucking much.
Bitch. You're an asshole. You're an ass. Hole?
No.
Hey, yo!
After we get on topic,
So here it is in comparison to the 909X. And there you go. Not really that much difference, but there's the 909X and here's the 1121. I think they have similar domes too. I'm not sure, but do they?
Mine? I think
No,
that,
the Sangean is different. Yeah, it's different.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is more rounded out.
Yeah.
You can probably see that, but yeah, it's more round. The 1121 is round, and this is like a big flat dome right up here.
Yeah.
But either way, they're both large antennas. So, nevertheless, we're gonna go through this radio's cool quirks and weird features. Because believe me, this radio has a ton of them for being this old. So why don't we get to it and discuss the first thing that this is widely talked about. The DX mode.
Alright, so the Dxing mode on the Kaito KA1121. So as Michael mentioned a moment ago, we've got right here, we've got 3 settings. We've got the local, normal, and Dxing mode. So basically the Dxing mode is just basically it's a sensitivity thing. There's not really much to talk about it too much with the actual setting. It's really just the reception part, which we will definitely get to later on with this radio, and you can thank Nicholas for using his OCD to fix the freaking time on it.
Really now?
Yes, really now.
Really?
Really.
Well, excuse me for being bothered by an incorrectly set clock.
Well, I mean, if you ever need, like, I was like, oh no, my clock is wrong here. What can I look at? Oh.
Yeah, but you need to know how to set it first.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need to set it. You've got a phone typically on. If you're DXing, you usually got something on you to record time or whatever.
Okay, well, what if the person that has the radio doesn't have a smartphone? Exactly.
Well, what would they be going out there to do? If you don't need, I mean, typically if you're just going out to do DXing, time isn't really that necessary.
Okay, another reason why I set the time, typically if there's like radios like that, let's say if you're recording something on the radio and it saves to, I don't know what type of media it saves to with that radio.
That one doesn't have a time set. It just says, is it like MNT_0001.WAV.
Yeah, like, let's say, hold on, let's say if
I know you're talking about like the radios that save to like a specific time format.
Yeah, like
Mine's, yeah, the KA1121 doesn't have that, which we will get to that eventually here when we get to the MP3 recorder here, which, oh man, I just love that bezel, just the shiny bezel, it's so nice. Also, welcome back.
What was being discussed?
Well, half of it was us discussing his OCD with time.
It's not OCD.
No, it's TCD.
TCD?
Yeah.
What is, okay.
Time compulsive disorder.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, neither does your OCD.
Time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
Really now?
Really.
If you two are gonna kiss, make it quick. I gotta get Michael back over here.
Oh, shit.
You hit my balls.
I didn't hit your balls. You literally deflected it.
Yeah. You hit it during the reticus.
Yeah, that's true. You did get him during the reticus. That is true.
You didn't help out for shit.
What was I supposed to do? You actually, you wrote yourself into that corner, sir.
That's it.
Oh. What?
Anyway, so going back to the Dxing mode, like I said, that really.
Stay the fuck down.
I'll say, oh, you come now, daddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Okay, that was too much even for me. Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck, man? You just killed the host. Wait, what? What did he say? To the viewers who couldn't probably hear that, he said asexual my ass.
I did say that.
Anyway, so what do you want to say about the Dxing mode?
The what?
After you get over your trauma. Stop choking over there.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. What the Dxing mode does, from my understanding, is that it actually improves your signal for AM and FM
Yep,
and all
and
the
it-
other bands.
Yep, improved sensitivity.
Anyway. So yeah, that's basically what it does.
Yep.
How will we test that out, though?
How will we test that out? Well, I think we'll just have to do a bit of a reception test, but don't we have something else we need to get to first? Some of the other features we need to talk about?
Yes. And that would be the sensitivity gain knob.
Yep.
Alright, correction. It's not a RF gain knob. It's a fine-tuning knob.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just like
let's
the knob
discuss
over
that.
here.
Yep, you're the bigger knob. Then you got this one over here. He's barely important enough to remember as a knob.
Now.
Yes.
Okay, how many seasons have I been a part of?
He can't remember because you're not. No, just kidding.
All of them.
Exactly. How many has David been a part of?
2.
So really, he's the forgetful one.
Ow! I'm so sorry that I haven't been relevant for long.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Anyways, I'm gonna get back to. We're gonna go over here and talk about the next feature, which is the MP3 recorder. Fuck.
As far as I'm concerned, he can cope, seethe, maul. Hey!
You put the air mattress on top of me, didn't you?
Hey, look, it's.
Okay.
This is too much. Ow, my balls.
You weigh too much and your balls can't handle it.
It's Fort Nicholas. It's WWH01. Broadcasting on Channel 4.
Why Channel 4 specifically?
WXM Crackling. I mean 80.
Okay, WXL 70's crackling too. Come on.
That's not. That was the softest drop I've ever heard.
Nice job, you jackass. You knocked over a chair.
Whoa!
No. I didn't know we were doing a Mexican standoff in here now. Jesus.
While you're here.
What am I doing with my life?
Don't get all this shit like you were in the. We're going off topic, I know, but hey, what is the next feature on the 1121?
It's not that, that's for sure. Okay, so the next feature we're going to talk about, which I was trying to get to a moment ago before you got thrown off.
Do it!
So the next feature we're going to talk about is the MP3 Recorder, because this actually, if this works for you, which I mean, mine's the only one I know of that doesn't work with that. I think what the problem is just the battery. This thing is pretty old after all, so I'd imagine batteries are definitely a problem. But here, we'll go ahead and take this out. Now, Michael, if you'd like to come over here and stop rubbing your face into the pillow like it's a pair of tits.
Ooh, boobies!
What has this episode become? I need a story.
An
too.
absolute mess!
Here, you take the camera. Alright, so right here, we're just gonna go
We
ahead.
have like a whole thing of potato chips just lying right on the bed. What are those supposed to be for?
That's for later.
What are those for your parents?
Alright, so we're
No, that's not the one we got.
Oh.
It's
So
another
we're gonna
bag.
take this out, and right here, as you can see, the MP3 player is actually kind of small. I mean, if we compare it over here to, like, say this is a AA battery, it's about the size of that.
Wait. Oh my god. Nicholas, what did you say?
It's that iPod shuffle looking head ass.
There you go. There's your iPod Shuffle.
Here, bring that over here. So if you guys know what an iPod Shuffle looks like, this is how big it is compared to that.
Yeah, bring it up in the light a little bit. Bring it in the light.
Yeah,
Now take your hand out of the way. There you go.
yeah.
So the Shuffle is smaller than the Kaito MP3 before, or the Kaito, but yeah. If you never held a original iPod Shuffle before, there you go.
This just takes me back. I have an iPod
Look,
shuffle.
it's engraved with a custom saying on the back.
That's me inside your head.
Yeah, that's my uncle. That's my uncle's old iPod Shuffle. He engraved it when he got it new. But yeah, you can see on the back right here. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't offer this anymore.
Actually, I think they do the engraving for some of their newer devices. They just don't offer it on the. I don't think they offer it on the iPhones. They just offer it on the iPads.
The iPods are dead. They don't make the iPods no more.
They also do it on the AirPods. That's actually what I do with mine.
Phone!
No.
But yeah, like here's it's compared to a AA battery. So this thing is not too small, but not too big either, especially given that this is an old radio. And so you see here, we've got your volume up, your volume down, you get your stop, and your record button. And then you've got right here, this would be the play and pause button. No, actually, no, this is the play and pause button. This is the, that's the fast go bot rewind, that's the front one, I forgot what that is. But when this was on, it was just working, you know, you got your micro USB right here, you plug it in here. You also got your 3.5mm jack, you can plug your headphones into it. This thing actually came with a pair of headphones too, just didn't bring it with me because, well,
Not gonna do much good when you can't use this.
but this right here, you can hook up into a computer and you can change the presets of it. So there's like 100 presets that I had programmed into this. 100 that came with it too. You can program like your local stations. You can, and what I did with this actually was I programmed all the local Dxing stations that I can get, you know, within like the eastern U.S. and they all programmed on certain frequencies, and I have them just type it into the keypad, like two numbers like 1 or like 0, 9, and I'd get it right then and there. And that's what this was good for. And it's still, even though despite it being programmed into this, even without this, I could still type in that 0, 9 and get the presets on here. So it does save, so you don't need the MP3. This thing actually can work without the MP3 player, which is a cool feature that I actually do like about this.
Yeah, the 1121's MP3 player is known for not being the most reliable, and we actually have some video footage. I'm just going to splice it in here.
Yeah.
This is a video of David DXing with it like a couple days after he got it, I think.
Yeah.
And he was DXing with it, and you can see the MP3 player right here. It's just lit up in a nice green display, and he's clearly recording something, and you can see how it worked. That gave you an idea of how it used to work before it just completely went kerplunk. He does have other recordings too, like here's another recording of it. This one, I believe, was on the same night. He was getting a bunch of stations on it. I believe this was on the AM band.
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the MP3 player is working. But now, unfortunately, back to present day footage, it doesn't work.
Yep. The only problem is that, you know, like I said, I think the battery is what the problem is. Because, I mean, this radio works irregardless of this being plugged in or not. So I think it's a battery issue.
Yeah.
And if it's a battery issue, all I gotta do is just wait one day to find either another one of these Kaitos like this, or maybe even the Dxing DE1121, because that's the same thing. It's just the Dxing is the Chinese version that wasn't Americanized like this was.
So yeah, with that, why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the speaker quality.
Alright, so the speaker quality on the Kaito KA1121.
I thought it was Kaito. Yeah, you got
thing.
yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same
Kaito,
thing.
Kaito, same thing. Let's
Well, we'll
test it
stick
out.
with it, okay? I'm not gonna stick to my own rules here. But yeah, this is just on the NOAA bands.
Do it on FM.
Alright, sure thing.
90.7
90.7?
Yeah.
Alright, so then you can direct enter, so you can press this enter button. 97. Enter.
All right, now let's go over here.
Like to imagine it's not that things are changing, that opportunities are open.
And you can turn it up and down with the volume buttons there.
Millennia.
Turn it down.
Because you gave birth to the baby that you have a more maternal role? And is that an offensive question even? I don't know. No, it's not. I mean, I think that it's like totally healthy to be curious about the way that roles play out in any LGBT family, because I think a lot of people were born into the assumption that moms do a certain thing and dads are men do a certain thing, and for us, we've kind of taken all those
90.7.
pieces and shaken them up and then made something completely new. So I work full time. I'm more of a like traditional like breadwinner.
Okay, yeah, 90.7 has just become the more awkward station to test it on. And it's not just because of that. Even yesterday in Spruce Pine, that we're talking about, Mr. I for Gore is president. So yeah, the speaker quality, honestly, I mean, I think it's a bit mid.
I can see what you mean there, yeah. Maybe not stereo.
Maybe the speaker on it is just like a little bit worn out. That is old. That is an old radio.
Yeah, it's like 2002 old. It's 20 years old.
Yeah, but I will say this, I think the speaker quality on it isn't too bad for 20 years old for starters. And not to mention, I mean, it is only one speaker. Actually, no wait. Are these speakers back here? Or are these
No, those are bass filters.
Yeah, those are bass filters. So actually, yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's got two bass filters and it's got one speaker. I think the speaker quality itself, I mean, I think it's probably higher than mid, but it's definitely not S.
Yeah, it's mid. That's my opinion of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when it was new, it was probably good, but if it didn't,
I mean, let's
like,
just say this.
worn out.
I mean, it's mid for standards now, but I bet in 20 years ago that was actually pretty good for its time.
yeah, but even if it didn't, I bet you the speaker in this is a little bit worn out, but
Yeah.
even when it was new, like, I mean, in terms of wearing out, if it didn't, over time, you know, the diaphragms would become brittle with age, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that. Now we're gonna get to the reception test, indoor and outdoor, with Noah. Yeah! Okay, the reception on the Kaito, on the Kaito KA1121. Let's try it out.
Give it a sip.
Well, we can't get Noah in here.
Yeah.
This thing isn't helping, probably.
No.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Look over there.
That's on that side. I'm on this side. Your white book is the closest proximity, so yeah, yours isn't helping.
Okay, desktop, laptop.
Yours isn't helping. Good. Watch the antenna.
I'm retracting it, you dipshit.
It's already bent and no.
I'm gonna
Don't
be
retract.
careful with
No,
it.
no, don't retract it.
Yeah, as you
Don't retract it because guess what? Your laptop is in close proximity to it, sir. So I have to say this.
That is dangerously close to my face. You're actually making my eyes cross.
You're booping him with it.
You, sir.
Don't you dare. You bite that
Oh.
your dick off.
What?
Bro.
I do not give consent for that.
I don't give you consent for biting off my damn antenna.
It was literally right by my face.
What are you, a dog?
He has a point.
But it was dangerously close to my eye. That could have poked my eyes out.
Ooh, bite the antenna. Make a more dangerous object with an end torn off. It has a sharp end on it. What you gonna do now? Right? Eh?
Anyways, you want to come outside for a reception test too?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Let's go.
No.
No what? Let's go.
No.
What?
No, you are not the voice actor for Mario. No, you cannot do that.
Why not?
Let's go.
No. Okay, that's cringe.
You're cringe.
I know I'm cringe, but
Like yours was any better.
let's go.
Yeah, like that was any better.
What?
I said, hey. Well, anyways, want to come out with us?
Just don't fuck each other. I'm not into that.
I'm not planning. I'm not planning to do that. Trust me. Especially with this damn thing.
You get near me, I'm putting this in your face. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're inflicting trauma on half the EAS community by showing that.
Hey, deal with it, y'all. There's your fucking answer. No.
That just incited.
I thought you were about to take the whole damn shelf down with you too.
Aw, nah. Nah.
Knowing him, he'd take the shelf down, put it on his bed, and be like,
Oh, my babies. Oh, my babies, you're so juicy.
Hey. He has his fucking Cali plush for comfort.
Hey.
I can have mine for comfort.
I don't have blushes, so
I just don't show. Yeah, you have your fucking girlfriend.
that's true. Anyways,
That moon is shining bright as we're outside for the reception test on the KA1121. Okay. Let's go over here so we have some light.
let's maybe not go so close to that broken rail there.
Yeah.
But here, let's go ahead and channel 1.
I got it.
Early until midnight. Wednesday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Would not be surprised if we got our freaking heat advisory for that.
Chance of rain 20%. Heat index values up to 105. Wednesday night,
That sounds like heat advisory criteria.
chance of showers and thunderstorms. Operating on a frequency of 162.450 megahertz. This transmitter is serving the northern foothills and northern mountains of North Carolina.
Take notes, Redicus.
This transmitter is serving the foothills and southern Piedmont of North Carolina. The current time is 10:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight.
So yeah, that's the outdoor reception for NOAA with the radio, and honestly, it's pretty average, just for the NOAA part. But just you wait until we get into the AM/FM mode, because that's what we're gonna do right now.
All right, so the AM/FM mode on the Kaito KA1121. So let's go and switch over to that mode here. We're still on NOAA right now. Let's switch over to that mode quickly.
Right here, bring it up to the light.
Yeah. So now we're on the. Oh, that's shortwave. My bad. So now we're on it.
Filling reprobates like Cheney.
What frequency is that?
99.3.
By
WBTFM.
the way, Mo Brooks will be on the program and
99.5.
It's safe to use Navage every
WRFX.
You're ready to go.
WKSF.
Oh wait.
WKSF.
100.5.
WSSL.
Bleed over. 100.9.
Oh, know that one.
101.1.
WCOEFM.
101.3.
Don't know. Probably bleed over.
.9.
WBAV.
For a second, I thought you said WBAB. That's over in Babylon, New York. I thought we were getting some major E-skip or something.
No, WBAV.
102.3.
Don't know that one.
Jeff Stevens. Next.
102.5.
WLKO.
Yep, so we're gonna call, and then there's the mute button there, obviously. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch over to the AM bands, because those are a little bit better. So this is 880.
Doesn't sound like WCBS to me.
Yep. 900. 920. 930. 940.
WKYK.
Nothing on 950 that I can get.
Dude, you hit my camera!
It was a joke.
It feels loose now. Thanks a lot. Fuck you.
Anyways, 960 is a sports station.
Sports station.
Listen,
attack her father. Her father didn't attack her.
they were just talking about CBS Sports. I heard it.
960?
Yeah.
WFIR, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wait, sorry.
To intimidate.
Should I shine my flashlight over so you can see the screen better?
Yeah. Do that. Thanks.
Okay, now we can actually see.
Did you get out of Ivanka Trump about January 6th and her father?
Yeah, that's WFIR.
970.
Manipulation.
980. 990. So we're just gonna do like 1020, just to show that.
Yeah. Try this now, bitch. Try it now,
Now it just
bitch.
looks like you're jerking the camera off.
Yeah. Like you close it every time. Like you close the condom.
You're talking to a guy that's never had sex before.
I am kind of confused.
I can see that.
It's kind of confused. I'm getting two stations on here. I'm getting
KDKA
plus
and
something
another
else.
station.
Yep.
Sounds like they're playing Redneck Cabarrus County music.
And now it's just 1020 and 1030. What station is that again? 1030, isn't that WBZ?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, WBZ, and that's out of Boston.
Boston.
Right?
Yeah,
Boston.
Really?
Yes.
We're doing this again.
Yes.
I'll close the camera again.
You won't do shit.
1060. You know what? Just for funsies, I'm gonna do this one. Enter frequency 740.
You won't do shit. Now.
Yay! I can get it.
You know what? That's a
knew
lot
it.
better. That's a lot better.
I
That's
knew it.
much better.
You know what station this is, right?
740?
Yep. CFZM Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Until you stop smacking my camera.
So we're gonna ask the audience. You're Shelly, you're a yes. So
Also, I don't know what 750 is, by the way.
WSB.
Yep,
WSB in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I just got an idea. But yeah. So
760 is WJR.
All right. So what do you think of that, Michael?
That's a pretty good night. That's a pretty good AM mode. But now we must go into the next version or the next feature of this mode, because now we have to do shortwave and longwave.
Oh yeah.
From long wave.
Yeah.
That's where you are wrong, sir, because we have that shortwave station index.
You said long. He said
long
long wave.
Oh, longwave then.
Yeah, we can get shortwave. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna.
Well, let's try longwave anyway, just to demonstrate it.
Actually, I don't even know how to access long wave on here. I don't
Wait,
use
does
it.
it? Oh,
Yeah, it does have longwave, Nicholas.
Yeah. It has. Yeah, it literally has all bands
Oh.
imaginable. Literally.
medium wave and long wave.
Yeah.
Probably.
And shortwave.
Okay, so let me just go look up that MW site. I'm actually getting 3G out here right now, so
That's a miracle.
yeah, but it's not loading very well. God dang it. What about you? Are you getting anything on here?
I'm stuck on Wi-Fi, but I got like no service, so.
Okay, can you try seeing if you can pull up that site? It should be on your phone because we searched it the other day.
I think I might have closed out of it, but.
Oh, look it up on your thing. It should be
History?
called like it's like m.short-wave.info.
M dash or
Dot. Shortwave. There you go. Yep.
let me see if I could.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, the Wi-Fi out here, I'm getting like 2 bars, and it's just barely loading. It's like screaming in agony.
Yep.
Like it does every day.
Bruh. Yep.
Like my soul. But oh wait, I don't have a soul.
Shut up.
What are you, Ginger?
Yeah, exactly. You're not Chandler.
Dang, bub.
Okay, come on.
No, I'm not. I'm not censoring that out either.
Or
Okay, I'm definitely not censoring that out.
Chandler's not that bad though.
He has no soul though. He's a ginger. You can't deny that, can you? I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he definitely has no soul.
Because he's Ginger.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? You see what I mean?
Bruh. That site could not load any slower.
Safari cannot open the page because the server stopped responding.
Welcome to my pain. That is AT&T DSL.
Well, to be fair, we are far away from it and outside. I think that's what the problem is.
So that one station on 3.950. What is it?
Well, that's the thing, though. These stations are dependent on a schedule, so they're not always. They're not 24/7.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I wish they were 24/7.
I wish they were too, because then we could have gotten something.
Let's try it inside then.
Nah, it's not gonna work inside. Well, actually, it could work inside.
With the antenna.
It could. What antenna?
Your antenna.
It doesn't work with that. It's too high. That's too high in frequencies.
I mean, unless we could dig out my my T1 antenna.
But then again, that's not gonna work. I mean, to be fair, we were actually getting stations in there, like with your 900. So maybe we could go in there and do it. I don't know.
Well, let's just scroll by and see what we can get.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Okay. Let me go switch over to that mode. Let's go over this way. Also, 760 was what again?
WJR, Detroit.
That's not bad. It's clear right here. So let's just do 3295.
Oh, I heard something.
5.805.
Isn't that out of Nashville?
No, listen.
That's not Nashville.
That's not even the English.
Is that a Spanish station?
Probably Mexico.
Or Cuba. Cuba's got some
That
shortwave
too.
stations there down in the Bacal area.
This might be it.
I don't know, but it's pretty bopping though, not gonna lie. So yeah, let's just scroll through.
Hey, listen.
I heard something.
You don't get them for
5.830.
It's gonna cost you.
Go back to that one station, or the Cuba station.
I would say to you.
Let's see if they do an ID.
They don't do IDs on here.
All right. Oh, go back.
To pay for it.
What's that?
5.830.
And I want to share a scripture, pilot.
Oh, this is
Backs up that
Christian.
statement. It's found in Proverbs.
Hold on a second.
5.850.
Yep.
Buy truth and do not sell it.
Yeah, this is a Christian thing. I heard it earlier when I saw my scriptures.
Truth. Be your
It could be WRMI, because WRMI does that. They do like the ministry stuff.
Then, pilot.
So it could be WRMI, which is out of
You can
Nashville.
buy.
Let's try long wave. Let's see what we get on there.
If anything.
If you know how.
What she says, because I got nervous thinking
Maybe I
about
had to
it
hold
for
it
you.
down.
But if you said you prayed about it,
Yeah, that's long wave.
You promise.
No, that's not long wave. That's
Either way,
750,
you'll
bud.
give us a call back and let
Here,
us
actually,
know.
I can input it manually. I forgot about that.
When I get the money.
This is long wave.
Scroll by and see what you get.
There ain't gonna be nothing, because they're... There ain't gonna be anything, because we're not anywhere near Britain. And they're the only ones that do it.
Bollocks. We need our crumpets and tea. We need our crumpets and tea.
Well, I actually scrolled back
fucking
into
stations.
Into the AM frequencies. They got something on 1670.
1670.
It's a news station.
He's already. he's alright.
Wait a minute. 1600. I think. Wait, let me try. Oh, listen. That's Spanish.
It is.
Let me try 1700 just for the lulz.
Bro, look at all this pollen rising.
Darn. 1690.
Oh well. Y'all get the point by now. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on AM and FM, it is pretty decent. I say AM is where it really trounces, though. It's really where it stands out. FM is kind of mid, but definitely it's above average, I'd say.
Yeah.
So with that,
Yeah, not as good. Not as good as the freaking.
Not as good as the
909X.
909X, yeah, for sure.
God, no.
oh no. So let's go back inside to
We'll try out
get
some
to the.
more of these. We'll try out some more shortwaves in there too, because this thing can do indoor shortwave.
All right. Well, let's go back inside to discuss the build quality on it next. Okay, the build quality on the Kaito KA1121. So let's go ahead and start. First complaint, the fucking plastic. Ugh, look at that. It's because it's old. Look, my fingernail is literally scraping off some old residue, and it's like, look at it's like, this thing is nasty. I mean, it's got like old plastic and rubber coming off. It's rubber coating. It's like the same thing they use on the Eton Solo, like FR600s. It's like this breathing and this goop, and it's crusty. Ah, it's gross, nasty, nasty. Yes, just crusty. Ah, it's gross, nasty.
The only thing it doesn't have is that Jersey Shore taste, which
What, does it look like sandy lips you were tasting?
Oh, tasted like the beach, didn't it, bro? I guess you could say you went to the beach with her.
Oh man.
Anyways,
I could load this any faster just to show my reaction.
anyway, so yeah, first complaint is the damn plastic.
Yep.
It has that stupid rubber coating on it, like the fucking SolarLink FR600s do, and it's so bad. And Clorox wipes won't even do shit.
Well, I haven't tested that out yet.
Don't do it. It'll make it worse.
Okay.
A lot worse. But overall, it feels pretty sturdy. Pretty rugged, too, but also pretty fragile as well. One thing, for example, the MP3 player is very fragile, too, especially with that defective battery. These things are known for dying anyway, so that is a downside for this radio. The speaker is obviously pretty good. The buttons feel responsive. They feel a little bit sticky, though, like they won't press. So they're okay, they're mid. The tuning knob feels very fluent. These buttons here on the side, they feel pretty good. This button here to remove the MP3 player, it's kind of hard to press, but it's okay. The kickstand works as promised. And again, more of that crusty plastic shit coming off. The hand strap is pretty good. The Dxing switch is pretty good. Overall, it feels pretty good. It feels heavy, it feels sturdy, and the antenna is built well too, but just be sure not to bend it because it is a big antenna.
Yeah, and then it gets really, really thin towards the end of it too, so yeah, you definitely gotta be careful. That thing's definitely one of the radios I'm usually careful of for bending.
You were saying, Nicholas?
You want to see an accurate representation of what the plastic on that makes me feel like?
What? You have that, wait, you have that app on your phone for the guns, do you? Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah. What's it called again?
Well,
Wephones?
That was iGun.
I remember Wephones. That's a Spas 12. Oops.
Yeah, it's pretty rugged. It just survived Michael knocking him over.
That's a Spas 12.
I'm just okay.
I'm gonna try another one.
Alright, actually, let's focus on the review first.
Yeah,
Have the phone back.
yeah, hang on.
Well, Michael, you might want to censor out what I said earlier.
About what? Oh.
I mean,
Oh my god, really?
Penis tip.
Thanks for giving me remind me to not do radio reviews with you if you're gonna keep doing that stuff. Just to censor it. It gives me extra work, you bitch.
how do you think I feel whenever I film videos and I hear you swearing?
Fuck. Yourself.
See, if I was filming that, I'd censor that.
Yeah, exactly. Gives you extra work. Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Well, it does, knowing that I won't have people screaming in the comment section saying, "Oh, you swear too much."
Oh, who cares?
They're just a bunch of babies. I think they actually went onto the YouTube app instead of the YouTube Kids app.
Oh. But yeah, the build quality feels alright, but the MP3 players are known for dying, unfortunately, in these things. So yeah, I give it a 50-50 rating,
Yeah.
to be honest. It's not really that special in terms of build quality, but either way, it's pretty good. And with that, let's get to the final thoughts of the KA1121.
The final thoughts on the Kaito KA1121. Michael, what is your thoughts on this?
I like it, personally. I mean, it gets a lot of stations for sure. It's pretty good at signal grabbing as well. I like it. If only it was made a little bit more durable, and only if the MP3 player still worked.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
That's one thing that turns me off about it. It's sad, but
I mean, hey,
that's pretty much what you got. There's your 1121. There you go.
The problem is, like I said, the battery. If the battery is actually the issue with that, I mean, it's an easy fix if the battery wasn't used. If you know, the battery wasn't rare. I mean, the battery's about as rare as the radio itself. I've actually thought about trying to look out for another 1121 and getting that, but now something to the people who are watching this video. This radio is super rare. I mean, this is the only time I've ever actually seen this radio on sale. Actually, it wasn't even on sale on eBay. I got this off of Facebook. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. It was being sold in Raleigh. So this is where I got this from. Ever since then, I've only ever seen it sold once in Las Vegas, and then it got sold immediately after. So this is not a very easy to get radio. This is super rare. I mean, it's probably on the tiers of like the WX268, maybe even higher than that in terms of rarity. So that's why I am really having trouble finding another battery for this, because the battery itself is just as rare.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. What devices are going to be using this nowadays? Look at this. Look at this. What device is going to be using this other than this? Seriously.
Yeah, it's literally like it's a nickel metal hydride battery that uses 1.2 watt DF4, I think that's what it says. DF6, 450 milliamp hours. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy to find. That's for sure.
Nope. But yeah, the Kaito KA1121 is one of those rare radios. It's a rare breed. And if you can find one of these, if you're into DXing, I'd say grab it.
If you're ever wanting to get a station, you know, if you let's say you live in the Carolinas, this thing, I have gotten so many stations in Florida with this, it's not even funny, especially on AM. People have always been saying that Florida is really hard to get DXing radios and all that stuff, or DXing stations down there because they're all Class B and they're all below like 50,000 watts. Well, where I'm at, I can get this. I can use this, and I've gotten some pretty good stations in Florida. I've even once caught a Florida required monthly test from my Kaito over here. I use this paired with the Kaito 110, sorry. You plug it into the side here, and that's another thing we were mentioning about the ZWIS, is that you can plug that in to another radio and record off of that, and that way, you know, you can get the stations without interference. Now, this radio right here does not get off any interference natively with its recorder. The recorder does not add interference because the recorder is actually separate from the radio entity, so essentially the radio and this are two different entities. So if you were actually recording off of this, you would not have to worry about the staticky noise that comes off like with the KA110. I think the ZWIS does it as well, but not as badly as the Kaito.
Yeah, like, I feel like it depends on like where you're located and like where the radio is positioned.
Yeah.
Cause that's one of the bigger things I noticed. That, like, I did notice that the KA110 is kind of iffy with regards to the recorder compared to the ZWIS, but like it really just depends on like placement and everything.
That, and it also depends on your sensitivity and your signal, because if you have like really like signal but you can still kind of get it, as soon as you turn that recorder on, you just lost it. That's the problem with the 110. I think the ZWIS might have that, but I don't know if it's as bad.
Seeing as how that radio and the KA110 practically share parts, it wouldn't surprise me if that did have the same issue.
Now, I will say this radio doesn't have that drawback. It does not. So if you were to use this natively with this right here, you would not have that same drawback. That's the cool part about it. So with that, I'm definitely with him on this. It is, I mean, I don't like that plasticky feel on it either. I really don't. I don't even know where it came from. I've even tried getting it off myself. I didn't know how to. So I don't know. I think it's just a testament of how old this thing is. And if only this was still working, you guys could see the MP3 features of it, seeing how you can actually like program the stuff on a computer, because you can program this with a computer. So yeah, and I think the actual MP3 player even comes with, because it's like a miniature flash drive, you can actually put other music on here too, without having to worry about using a micro US or micro SD card. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. It does act like its own flash drive, but either way, you know, it works. So if you can find a Kaito KA1121, grab it.
Yeah, you're gonna want to, because if you don't get it, I'll get it.
Yeah. So
I'll definitely be trying to grab one.
So on that note, thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future radio reviews episodes like this. Also subscribe to East Norcar WX behind the camera and Thunder Buddy 01 over there on his Intel White Book. And until then, we will be signing off, reviewing a god tier radio in terms of rarity. So, on that note, thank you all for watching. This is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with
East Norcar WX.
A traumatized Thunder Buddy 01.
Why traumatized? Why?
You threw the goddamn buzzy at me.
Oh, cope, seethe, mauled, cry about it.
And my
again.
and my
Again.
camera.
Cope, seethe, mauled, cry about it. LU fell off. U L.
Anyways.
So you're basically telling me to cope because
Yes. Like yay, I had to cope when my balls with the Redicus review, so yeah.
Really?
Yes, payback. Anyways,
Y'all have a good day. We will be signing off now.
On that note, take care, everybody. We will see you in the next episode. And all I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna hint at the next radio. The next radio is a green brick of. Oh my God. We'll see you then.